Hey guys, welcome to our podcast. This is SunRaye and
Madwack.
And today I pulled a bunch of questions offline and from some friends to answer for all of you guys so you get to know us a little bit better. So let's dive right into it.
All right. So, our first question. We did not remember to mark down who asked the question, so I hope you guys are watching and recognize your questions.
I did actually. So all the first questions are ones I pulled offline, and then the ones I got from specific people have their name in front of them.
Oh, I see that further down the list.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
So I saved all the good questions from the people to the end.
Alright, so question 1. What is one thing about you that people wouldn't know or wouldn't expect?
I would want to say that I like cars. That I like driving in cars, being in the mountains. I love racing. I do somewhat like working on cars, but people may or may not know that from following along.
Man, that's a tough one. I don't know. You guys know everything.
I know, it's like we put ourselves pretty out there authentically, so
I mentioned a few times on the podcast and random comments and places that in a past life I thought I was a megalodon shark. So I guess I can go into detail a little bit on that. Something you wouldn't expect with that being said so often is there's probably not a chance in hell I'm gonna dip a toe in an ocean. I am not getting in there. I am infatuated with sharks, but with a very healthy fear. So I love sharks, but don't get it twisted. I am not getting in the water.
she is not dancing with the sharks.
I am not dancing with any sharks. Alright. Question number 2. If you could instantly master any skill, what would that be?
Master any skill. Reading better. I think I would like to read better when I'm on the spot and master public speaking a little bit better. You know, be able to master that skill of speech and being able to read without stuttering. That's honestly a skill I would love to master. Sounds simple, but that's the skill I think I would love to have.
If I could master any skill, it would be, for me personally, there's too many. But the one I need most right now, damn it, there's too many. It's a toss-up between learning how to mix and master my music so that I didn't need any outside help from anyone and I could rely on myself, or to take out from her first one and I would become a master mechanic so I could fix this damn car. I would master that skill, which is unrealistic because I have no skill whatsoever in that. So, yeah. Question number 3. This is a fun one. How would you describe your ideal day off?
Ooh, my ideal day off would be spending time in nature. Waking up naturally with coffee somewhere in the mountains next to water, and then just adventuring outside. I think being outside would be my ideal day off. In the woods, in nature, not in the city, in nature.
Yeah, same thing, except I couldn't do the wake up naturally thing. I like to get up early. I want to be on a trail, and I want to be in a good spot by the time that sun comes up with my coffee.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
And just spend the whole day just hiking around, enjoying stuff. That sounds fantastic. All right. What would be your ideal dream job other than the one you currently have?
My ideal job is something I always want to do, and which I kind of do with the Let's Talk Ghost podcast, but it's not really a job yet. It's just a dream in the works still, but I want to work with the paranormal. I really enjoy speaking to them because it kind of gives me a sense of history, a sense of, us continuing on life, and it's just a dream of mine to be a good voice for the ones that not everybody can hear.
This is something you may or may not know about me, but before I got into music and art and all of this stuff, and it's still art related, so it's not that crazy outlandish, but my original dream job was to build custom motorcycles, choppers, like, West Coast chopper status or Orange County OCC type stuff. American chopper. Fabricate them. That was my dream job.
Yeah, I remember that.
What? Question number whatever we're on. What is your favorite memory of us together?
So one of the main memories I always think of that comes to my mind, so obviously it must be my favorite, is when we went on a 15-mile hike in Golden. We started on one trail, went to a second one, and then to a third one, and circled back around. And on that hike, it was 15 miles, and it was an all-day trip, so we got to explore all day. I beat some fears that day, and my favorite part of that hike was when we found a little cubby in the side of the top of the ridge, and I'm terrified of heights. And we got into the cubby together, and I hung my feet over the edge and smoked. But that is my favorite because she was there with me to conquer one of my biggest fears and made it amazing.
I'm gonna cheat, you guys. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna make you tell it in an appropriate manner.
That's my favorite memory too, but it's not appropriate.
What else did we do that night? That's why I mean tell it in an appropriate way. We went clubbing at how many places?
It was just one.
No.
We went and house partied, and then we went and walked down to Vinyl, the nightclub, with a bunch of my friends, and we don't really remember that much because we were in the corner making out all night. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And if you're close enough to us, you know. So if you know, you know. If you don't, sorry.
This is gonna be a hard one for you because I feel like you accidentally got your questions mixed up and were trying to remember and be slick and just answered this one. What is the most adventurous thing that we've done together?
Actually,
the 15-mile trip.
That was very adventurous, but honestly, our most adventurous trip together, I think, was driving out to Kansas, back home, and then out to Texas and back home. Because we actually stopped and did some things, during those trips. We went and saw some people we knew in Kansas. We went and stopped at an airplane thing in Kansas. That was pretty fun. And then Texas was a whole trip out of itself. So I think that's
yeah, we didn't get to see much, but we did get to be a little tiny bit of tourists a little bit in Texas and see that big waterfall wall thing, and
yes,
I guess it's
beautiful.
downtown.
And we went to New Mexico during that trip too.
Yeah, that was for sure. That's hard to top. I can't top that. That would have to be mine too. But if I was to pick a close second, I would have to say our trip in Old Dudley down to Bailey when we got stuck and then got unstuck, but told the job that we were still stuck so that we could stay for an extra like 3 days.
Yep, we did. We were like, we have enough food for about 3 more days and then we'll have to go back. So we're stuck till then, okay?
Yeah. We got stuck on a camping trip. We were gonna leave. We were headed out, going back to work, be good kids, and actually for real got stuck.
Our button got stuck in the ground.
And my uncle, who luckily lived near the area and is an old 4x4 trucker dude, came and was able to pull us out. Dudley, an RV, if you guys don't know what a Dudley is, he is a, at the time, he was a 22-foot RV, was up on 3 wheels trying to get us unstuck, and we became unstuck successfully, but as we just said, we'd already called into work, so we're like,
we took advantage.
We called in and said, hey, we couldn't get unstuck, sorry, it looks like we're gonna have to be a couple more days, figure it out, we'll let you know, and we took a couple more days off work and just enjoyed our camping trip.
And it was totally believable because tow trucks don't go up into that area of the mountains. So we had to have personal help come and help.
Yep. Was that when we got the flat on the way down?
Yes! We did.
Yeah.
We got a flat tire
we got
on
our
the
karma.
way home, too.
We did get our karma.
Yep.
Because we did end up with another for real flat tire on the way home.
And then ironically enough, our tow truck driver ended up being one of my coworkers' boyfriends. And we didn't know until we drove past my job, and I was like, I work there. And he was like, oh, my girlfriend works there.
And then he became really best buds with us, dropped us off, and then decides after we wrote him the check, goes, you guys know that since we had dualies, you could have just driven all the way home on that. You would have just had to take it real slow. And we're like,
after we paid $150.
After, yeah, $200 later. Thanks for that tip. Thanks. Yeah. So that was an adventurous trip, needless to say.
Yeah.
All right. I already know this one. Next question. Who's the tidiest?
Most definitely.
I'm kind of OCD. So, man, you're gonna win this one. What are my favorite pizza toppings?
Pepperoni. No, back up. Sausage and bacon.
How many guesses did we get here?
Sausage and bacon.
Wrong.
With barbecue sauce. Really?
Really? You're close.
That's what you get all the time.
No, you're close, but you're off.
Okay.
And I know I'm gonna get a lot of people in the comments going, ugh. But it's actually sauce aside toppings. It's Italian sausage and olives.
That's, yep. So I had it half right.
Yep. Yours are either just straight up cheese or tomatoes and some other vegetable. I don't know. You can't eat many things. I can't remember the one vegetable you're allowed to have.
Make sure to like this video if you think she's right.
Tomatoes.
Did you like it? Because I'll tell you the truth.
What is it?
Chicken and bell peppers.
Bell peppers. I was like, I know you can't have so many peppers, but I can't remember which one.
Yep, I really love chicken and bell peppers in my pizza.
I was close.
Just same with me. I just hope people like the video.
Ooh, what's another one? This is so freaking easy. You're gonna win. What's my favorite movie?
Jurassic Park and Twister.
Can you go for top 3? What's one more?
I had it in my head until you asked me, and now it's like, nope, you're not getting it, bitch. I
You don't freaking watch that many movies. You just watch crime documentaries and murder shows all day. Movies? Oh god. Oh god, what's the name of that stupid fucking movie you made me watch 100 goddamn times with my fucking favorite actor?
That's not my favorite movie.
I don't care, I'm saying it.
I think it's,
What is the name of that where the dude rides his bike over and over all day through fucking traffic and it's...
Oh man, I can't remember what it's called.
Looper? No.
It's like Rush something.
Rush Hour? No, it's not Rush Hour.
Crime
That's a good
Rush.
Primal Rush? No.
I don't know. But no, that's not my favorite movie. But I really did when we first started dating. I had this thing where I would just put a DVD in because when we got together, there was DVD players back then. But I would just play the movie on loop because I wouldn't pay attention to it. It was background noise. So yeah, we watched it for like a week straight, over and over and over again.
Practical Magic? Craft. I got two, you got two. That's good enough for me. What's one more? Do you have another
The
one?
Grinch.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should have known that one.
I'll watch that any time of the year.
I was definitely overthinking it. Ooh, what is one challenge that you've overcome that you're extremely proud of?
This.
What is this?
Being on camera, being out in the world. You know, I used to be a hermit. Literally, I used to be a hermit, stuck in my house. I'd get sick every time I'd leave. You know, hiking in public, I used to not be able to be in public without having a complete meltdown. So I think that is seriously one of the things that I've overcome that I am the most proud of, is being able to be myself in the world and not get sick and crippled.
For me, it's my music and not giving a crap what any of you guys. Sorry. But yeah, it's being able to just do and make my music and put it out and not really care if you guys listen to it or not and what you care. Care what you care.
Care what you care.
I just do it, and like I said, I'm gonna put it out there, and if you guys listen to it, if not, that's what I'm proud of.
I am too.
I'm just doing it. Ooh, what's one thing that you've always wanted to try but haven't yet?
Bungee jumping. The accelerator at Elitch's. I always wanted to go on that ride, but never got the chance to. And I think because I am so afraid of heights, I think it would be a really breaking moment for me if I ever got to do that. Bungee jump, not skydive. I am not skydiving, but I would love to bungee jump.
I would skydive. I've been bungee jumping. I would totally skydive. Honestly, this is so obtainable, but it's so dumb because I'm from Colorado, but I want to go skiing or snowboarding, preferably snowboarding. I've never got to do that, and I've always wanted to try it, like real time, not just go down a hill on my snowboard. So I want to go snowboarding. If there was a movie about us, what would the title be, and who would play each one of us?
They're fucked. Would be the new movie title. Who would play us? God, that's... I don't know. Who do you guys think would play us?
Yeah, I like that question for you guys. That's a you guys question. Drop it in the comments. I want to know who you think should play each one of us if there was a movie on our life.
I think Selena Spooky Boo, because she's almost famous enough to be an actress. She has been in TV shows and movies now, so I would choose to have Selena Spooky Boo play me.
I have no freaking clue. No freaking clue. They don't look anything like me. It's not even the same thing, but if I could just pick someone who's really cool right now, who I like and would be awesome, it would have to be, Owen from the Jurassic Park movies. Like, I don't know. I mean, it looks nothing like me, but I don't know. The only person I've ever been compared to looking like in a film, and I personally don't see it, but I know why they get it, is Hilary Swank from Boys Don't Cry. Specifically that movie, because when she's all girly, it ain't there.
I just have a new movie title. A Dollar Short and a Day Late.
Day Late and Dollar Short.
Yep, that would, because I feel like
a day late. Wait. A Day Late and a Dudley Short.
Love that. But I feel like I have consistently said that over our entire life. A day late and a dollar short. That's what it would be.
Oh, this is an interesting one. I can't wait to hear your answer. If we were characters in a sitcom, what would your catchphrase be?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. For you? Yeah, actually. That's...
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. Oh, mine's obvious. That's whack.
Yeah, I like that. That's whack. Oh, that's fun.
That's mad whack.
That's mad whack.
What is one piece of advice you would give your younger self?
Other people's opinions don't really matter, and not everybody is constantly looking at you.
It sure didn't feel that way when I was young, but...
I think it goes into the hermit and the social anxiety thing, which I was always constantly afraid people were judging how I breathed, how I chewed, how I swallowed, and I feel like it held me back on a lot when I was a kid.
One thing I would tell myself. I have another question. Do I get to know the knowledge I have now?
Well, if you're telling your younger self, yeah, but your younger self doesn't know the knowledge you have.
Right, so I could go back and tell my younger self, like, hey, your dad and your grandpa were electricians. Pay attention to that because it's going to be useful in your future. That's what I would tell myself.
Yeah, that's good advice. That's good advice.
For sure. I'm sticking with that. You can read the people questions.
Okay. Alright, so this question is from our friend Carrie. Favorite cereal of all time? Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I've thought about this a lot, and I have a very specific answer. It's Fruity Pebbles, but the Fruity Pebbles from like 10 years ago. Okay, because I don't know what they did to cereal and took out all the good stuff and made it healthier for us, but it tastes like crap now. It's not the same, and I don't care who you are, it's not the same. Fruity Pebbles from 10 years ago with marshmallows to make it even better.
I love that. Alright, this question is from George Blunt. If you found a bag full of money, what's your first move?
To buy weed. No, fix the car. For sure.
Yeah, most definitely. First, I would take a look around to see if anybody was around.
So if we knew how fast we needed to run away with
it? Sure. But yeah, definitely get the RV fixed so that we could travel. I love that. And invest in our dreams.
Dreams.
Weed, I guess. She just wants a weed. Alright, LaDonna asks, What's y'all's morning routine? I have 2 different ones.
Yeah.
My first routine is the routine I have before I go to work because she sleeps. So I get up, I put my makeup on and do my hair, and then I get dressed, and then I wake her up, and then I walk out the door. Routine when I'm home is, and this is our routine, we get up, I make coffee, and then I feed the animals, we smoke, and then we have breakfast.
And then we either try to get some promotion done on the Facebook, or we watch something on the telephone. It's not the TV. Let's be real. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My morning routine when she goes to work is basically get up, feed the kids, and I usually, it's only 2 days a week, so I usually work on my music right away. Then I'll sit around and smoke weed and clean the house till she comes home.
Alright, and this one is from Trinity. How did you two meet? What's y'all's love story?
We met via my brother. They went to high school together. Right down to high school, right? And, you take it from here.
Should I tell the...
You could tell however you want.
So, me and her brother, we were walking outside the school, and he was like, we're looking for a person in an ICP shirt. I was like, okay, person. So we finally see this person, and I was like, oh, there he is. He's fucking fine. And my friend was all, that's my sister. And I was all, oh, well, she's really fine. And that was the moment I realized I was gay. Because I was like, wow, damn, okay. And then,
fast forward, how many?
Like 8 or 9 years, I think it was.
8 or 9 years. And, we found each other on POF, Plenty of Fish, which is a dating app for those who don't know. And she, persistently, kept trying to talk to me, and I persistently talked to her, and also at the same time persistently continued to dodge the whole meeting process in person because, dude, stranger danger, internet, oh hello, people were getting kidnapped. I'm a little person, okay? But no, I was just a sissy lala. So basically, after, God, trying...
I feel like it was
talking
6 to 8 months that I kept.
No way.
Yeah,
No way.
I feel like
It was
maybe
okay,
at
fine.
least 6 months.
Whatever, however long I kept dodging it, my brother calls me up one day and is like, hey, I'm gonna come see you, and I'm like 15 minutes away. I'm like, whatever, I'm out helping my grandpa put a girl together, no big deal. Well, somebody texted me during that 15-minute span. It was all, hey, I got a surprise for you, blah, blah, blah. And somehow the pieces came together that he had went and picked her up and was bringing her over with him to meet me, and I had no freaking idea. So I had like 10 minutes to prepare to meet this girl who I've been talking to on the internet for however long. And our very first actual meeting in person, she not only met me, dirty as fuck, putting a goddamn grill together in the backyard, but she also got to meet my grandparents. Our first meeting, so that's how that went.
Yep, and then we still weren't officially dating yet, but a couple days later, she texted me and was all, hey, do you want to go camping with me and my brother? And I was like, yeah, I'm all there for it. So we went camping for one night, and when we came back down the mountain, she asked me to be her girlfriend.
Was it really only one night? Oh yeah, because we kind of got wet and snowed in a little. Yep. She got me. She tricked me, you guys. She tricked me. We went on this big old long hike in the wilderness that next trip. Me and my brother and his girlfriend or wife, I can't remember at the time. But we went on this big old long hiking trip, and we're crossing this river, and we're all just hopping through it, and she falls in. I'm like, oh no, this is it. We're gonna see first time, like, how is this gonna play out? And this is where she tricked me.
I tricked you.
She fell in, hopped her ass right out of there, just wiped herself off like it was nothing, and just kept on going like, I'm a fucking badass. You guys didn't faze me at all. Fast forward 10 years down the line. You fall in a freaking puddle now, it's a whole...
Oh, yes. Whatever.
This sucks.
The girl who goes and plays in the rain.
Okay. Scroll back a couple meters of this video and go back to where the girl couldn't even hike on a trail. Alright? Okay.
I fluctuate, I guess.
Oh, shit.
Okay. This one is from Jen Mooney. What's the scariest thing you have experienced? Not necessarily of paranormal nature. What's the thing you survived that you thought would literally kill you? Metaphorically or literally?
Ooh.
Most scariest experience.
Oh, that's tough. For us as a couple, I kind of want to throw out their coming back home from Kansas. That was a pretty big what if.
Yeah.
So was leaving to Kansas, in a sense. Those were pretty
Moving
big.
states.
Those were pretty big life choices.
Yeah.
Dude, for me, I've lost so many parental figures. That's the mental thing for me. I'm surprised, and I'm not even going to say that I've made it through that, because I'm sure I still struggle with some of those things, but it's the best way I can answer that question. Mentally, the biggest struggle I've had to face and overcome and still overcome is losing family.
For me personally, I think the scariest thing I ever experienced is, it was either last summer or the summer before that, I can't remember, but we were in Aurora at a friend's house, and I went out to the RV by myself, and when I got out of the RV, this white van was driving, like, creeping down the street and saw me. They made eye contact with me, and then they beelined it to me. And they, like, even parked all crooked and catty-cornered, like they were gonna get out and snatch me. Well, I was still close enough to the RV that I ran back to the RV and jumped in it. Well, they didn't see me jump into the RV, but when I got into the RV, I realized I didn't have my phone. It fell out of my pocket at my friend's house, so I didn't have my phone. So I had to turn my Wi-Fi on and then turn my tablet on so that I could call Jessie, and I called her and told her what was happening, and her and everybody at the house came and got me. But these guys, they were like looking everywhere for me, and they were like looking under the stairwells for me. They were looking for me in between the cars and the bushes and all of that. And then everybody showed up and got me, and then all of a sudden they were pretending to be maintenance workers on a Sunday trying to get into the office. And then they drove past us when we were all walking back to my friend's apartment. I, honest to God, think if I wouldn't have been that close to the RV, I would have gotten kidnapped that day. If I wouldn't have trusted my instincts to turn around and run back home, I would have gotten kidnapped.
If you guys seen me break a little smirk during that story, the reason behind that being is because, as scary as that is, it's also one of the one times where when I was on the other end answering the phone, it was amazing because nobody knew what was going on. I just took off out of the apartment and said, Ray needs help. There's something wrong. And I shit you not, like, every single fucking person in that apartment was on my fucking ass and running out that door. And that's what brought the smirk up, was that no questions fucking asked moment reaction by our fucking friends. And I want to even say one of them had just been able to barely walk. Mm-hmm. She was limping. I don't even know if she could walk at that point, or she was just freshly able to walk, and even she hauled her ass out of that fucking apartment and across that parking lot. And it was just, we were ready to whoop some ass.
It was really amazing to see the whole crew come and get me. Like, I definitely felt safe, and that was pretty amazing, but very, very terrifying. And it messed me up for a little while. Anytime I'd walk to the gas station and see a van or something, I would get panicky, and I would have to breathe through it and talk myself through it and everything. And I still am to this day very paranoid walking by myself anywhere.
Fun side fact, our very first night that we ever stayed in the RV outside of our parking lot. Okay, so we'd slept in it for like a week or so, getting all of our stuff packed and moved in and acquainted with the thing, right? Well, the first time we had driven it off of the parking lot and started our journey on our own, the very first night we had parked at a Walmart, and I shit you not, one of our first experiences overnight was gunshots. Yep.
It was
at the Walmart. It was fucking terrifying. And yeah, we were those people who you probably would be screaming at on the fucking TV, like, what are you doing? Get up. You're in a fucking car, drive away. We didn't know what to do, and I think we were in a bit of shock, and we just
froze. We just
fucking froze and laid there, pretended like we didn't exist, and no one was going to see the massive RV parked out in the parking lot or something. Yeah. I don't know.
And shortly after all the rounds of shots went off, they all peeled out of the parking lot.
It was over just as soon as it started, but that was our very first overnight experience being RVers.
Yep. This experience has had its scary moments, but it's had its really good moments too, for sure. Okay, so this is our last question. This is one that I came up with very last minute. What are your top 3 favorite YouTube channels? Not either of ours.
Ours?
Yeah, not one of ours.
I didn't know. I mean, ours that we watch together?
Yeah.
Because that's all I got. Okay. Well, we watch... She already named one of them, but we watch Selena Spooky Boo. We watch Call Me Chris. We watch Exploring with Josh. We watch, what is it? Conspiracy Files?
With Colin.
Or Ghost Files?
Paranormal
Files. Both of them. Colin. We watch Colin. And then recently we've been watching Off-Road Recovery with Matt, and Colt Can Build It, or Colt Builds It.
Yep.
Another 4x4 off-road trucking YouTube channel.
But what are your top favorite 3 out of those?
My favorite 3? They change too much. Seriously, it really does. It depends on their timing.
Okay, well, say they all consistently have new episodes every day, and you had to choose from the top 3 to watch first. Which ones would you choose?
Who would I watch first? Probably Can't Sleep first, which is Selena and Call Me Chris together. For me, it would be Exploring with Josh, but only if it was an exploring episode and not a ghost episode.
He does both.
And then third, I didn't even mention them in the first time, but it would be History with Bailey.
Oh, Dark History.
Dark
with Bailey.
History with Bailey Sarian.
Alright. My top 3 are Call Me Chris, Selena, and
I know, it's tough.
Probably Exploring with Josh, but I also really love Sam and Colby and Amanda and Mackie. I'm falling off a little bit from Colin's shows, but yeah. Anyways, my top 3. Call Me Chris, Selena Spooky Boo, and Exploring with Josh.
I also do want to throw out there, I myself like watching Seth and his channel. Borden.
Oh, Seth Borden,
Yes.
who is a relative of Lizzie Borden. He completely stopped ghost hunting, and then I haven't really seen anything from him in like the last year, so I'm not sure what he's up to. But he is really cool too.
Outside of YouTube though, and technically one of these is on YouTube as of right now, currently, I'm not going to forget to mention, we've heavy been watching Chris do these live reviews.
Yeah,
even though my song hasn't been played because I'm not paying money to skip, I'm still going to say that it's been fun to listen to. There's some fucking amazing music being submitted, and Chris is a blast, and he's off tour now, and he's got Mama joining him, and it's even more fun. So definitely Chris Calico on YouTube right now doing his reviews are pretty fun to watch.
And you can find him on all platforms when he's doing it: Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok.
Yes, as well as that was the other one I was going to mention is we hang out with Jerry Robinson on Twitch 2 to 3 times a week, depending on if he's able to make it. But we do Mental Health Mondays, we hang out, and Win It Wednesdays, and every Friday now and then he might pop in and do something fun too. So that's pretty much who we watch consistently.
Let us know who you watch in the comments. Maybe you'll give us some new content to watch.
Heck yeah.
I am a YouTuber. I love watching things on YouTube. I love supporting other people's channels, and it's a platform I personally really want to grow on, so I do spend a lot of time on YouTube.
Yes, we do. We watch YouTube probably over any other streaming app. Next would be Hulu, so yeah. Before you say it, we've already watched New King of the Hill.
Yep.
All those shows, you already know.
We're up to date on everything.
So YouTube is where it's at for us. Let us know that good YouTube content. And check out our YouTube content.
Yes. I'm going to have all the links in the bio. And we have merch. Just to let you guys know, Jessie has personal designs that she's done on her clothing. You can also get her Madwack merch and her Artsy Fartsy. You can get my Let's Talk Ghosts, or a couple of shirts that just have some ghost comedy on them. And then if you're really awesome, you'll get the shirt with my face on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Drop a comment. All that fun jazz.
Go stream my music.
Yes.
Go watch an episode of Get Hype AF Podcast, which is my other platform where I interview artists, and if you didn't already know. And as she said, we both have merch. You can find that in any of my links on my bio. Again, that's MadwackJackson, or Hype AF Promotions, or Hype AF Podcast.
All right. Is there anything else?
Mad love, you guys.
Peace out.